Welcome once again, listeners, and this is Fate's Rest. And today we are continuing our adventure with our guest, Algrad.
Hey,
Hi,
everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I walked into that. All right.
You can walk right back out if you want to.
You know who couldn't walk out? Me, because I was stuck in a room for too long.
No, you're tripping.
Because you gave me the elderberry wine.
You were tripping before the elderberry wine. That just made it worse.
You know,
Now I think you could say you're tribbling.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, our guest gets to do the recap of what happened last time.
Yeah.
He was here for the whole thing.
Let's see. You would think I would be able to just whip this out. Let's see. They explored the basement of the tavern and made a mess in the room of the desk, but Zug fixed in quotation marks, later on, and then they found a key, got into the emergency exit, and were gracious enough to let me out of my room that I could not escape.
You're lucky.
Yep.
yeah, so we unwittingly let a prisoner free. It's fine.
I don't know why I was in there. I didn't do anything.
It's a perfect crime.
Probably
Yeah,
there's
I'd
not going to
say.
be any real repercussions of this.
Still say it's a perfect crime if you can't remember it. There's no witnesses. Not even you witnessed you do it.
I mean, it's valid. All right, that's pretty good. Pretty good recap there. Nice, short, and sweet. It's good to go.
And now,
So I'm opening a door.
You are opening a door, so we are going to start right there. Ilby is going to open the next door in line, left or right? There's one on each
Left,
side.
since I opened something on the right.
All right. It is just another room. Looks identical to the one you walked into.
I'm gonna leave it open and move to the next one.
And the remaining 3 doors in this hallway all look identical. Just as you go further down, the less upkept these rooms look.
all right.
The first one, the bed wasn't made, or the first that first left room, the bed wasn't made this time. And then the next right room, it was a little bit dusty in there. And then the next one, there's no pillows, and the chair's starting to fall apart, and it slowly gets worse and worse and worse and worse as you go down, until you reach the end of the hallway.
Well, out of one room and into another. Now what?
Well, if you're here, you might as well help. Are you any good at finding things, perchance?
From time to time.
Right. Well, you heard us talk about this magic tavern place, yes? That can get you
Oh,
to different worlds, and it can probably take you to wherever your home is.
that would be ideal.
Perfect. Then we have the same goals. We're looking to fix the tavern because it got a little bit broken. And we're looking for what is probably a very shiny magic stone. We were told it would be
round.
here somewhere.
So Fritz is going to pull the spark stone that Sig doesn't want to touch out of a pouch in his backpack. It looks something kind of like this, probably not the same color, but something around this in appearance.
Interesting.
At least that's what the broad description said it was supposed to look like. Knowing the Joker that decided to hide it, it could be anything. In fact, it could even be our fellow here, Triplin. He could be the stone, we don't even know it yet.
Is it magical?
They're quite magical.
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. Alright. For everyone in the audience, go ahead and let them know what that spell does.
Magic, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, one action. For the duration, you sense the presence of magics within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, lead, and 3 feet of wood or dirt.
Alright, so you cast this, and you're at the end of the hallway to the staircase, and your 3 companions here light up like Christmas trees. There's a lot of magic.
Oh my goodness!
Right now. And it's
Are
all
you
kinds
alright?
of colors of magic.
Y'all are quite magical, every one of you.
Well, yeah. Got magic stuff.
Well,
She'll like motion to her axe, her little pangolin friend that's hanging out on her shoulder. Some various things in her bag.
I think Fritz would chuckle a little bit and just, I'm sorry, you're not really my type.
What does Fritz look like right now?
Kelly just has.
He's a big orc man, mutton chops, beard, big old tusks.
Well,
You can't really see his hair because he's wearing that big fancy hat with the big old feather on it.
don't take offense to this. You're not my type either.
Kelly's response to that is just to, being called magical is just to give a little smug smirk and a nod.
But other than your 3 friends here, and I'll go ahead and expand this because of how long you've been in this building, you're pretty attuned to it. Go ahead and expand your little detect magic here to the whole floor. Other than the doorway where they came out of, there's no other magic on this floor. Since it doesn't work through like the more than an inch of stone or
Yeah, I
metal,
wasn't-
you
I
can't
wasn't sure
tell
if it would go
between the
through.
floors.
The walls into the rooms. I don't think it.
Oh, it'll check
Yeah,
the rooms.
yeah,
The
it-
rooms are
It wouldn't go. It
This
wouldn't
is
go
a
up or down the
hotel,
floor.
thin walls.
Hypothetically. Yeah.
yeah. Honestly, if he really thought, Triplin really thought about it, he could have Kool-Aid Man through the walls and been perfectly fine.
Going through her bag, pulling out some other things that she thinks is magical. And some things that are probably just very mundane, but she thinks is magical anyway.
Do you have any hints about stuff in the rooms
I've only been in that one.
for the magic?
Oh, me? No, I think he said there wasn't anything else. That y'all lit up in the doorway, and that was it.
Alright, well, that narrows out these rooms to search at least. He's gonna start back towards the room they entered through.
Was it?
Out of curiosity's sake, are you yourself magical, Triplin? I know it's a
Not
weird
really.
question.
I know a few parlor tricks, and that's about it.
Your spell is still active.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you look at yourself?
Yeah, I'll just look down at my belly button.
Give me a perception.
Ooh, that was fantastic. Yay. That is a 6.
A 6. It's high enough. Because you're looking at yourself. I need headphones off for the other
Ooh.
three.
Okay, goodbye.
I was not expecting this.
Right. Alrighty then. So, They are all gone. As you look down at yourself, you see the faint green glow of necromantic magic. And you will have a flashback of you walking into this hotel with a bounty paper in hand, searching for a missing person.
Taking notes here. Hang on. Okay.
That's
Okay.
what you get currently.
Mm.
And I will tell them all to come back.
Hello.
Dun dun
Whoop.
dun.
Welcome
Hello.
back.
Hello again.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Did you find out all the fun things?
It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
Nice, short, and sweet. But it's a secret for now. Unless he so decides to reveal it. But yeah, he looks down at himself, and the secret happens, and then that's when we'll start back up.
Yeah, Kelly will still be standing there expectantly for the answer.
Fritz had already started walking back towards the first room, so.
No, nothing special for me.
All right. I thought perhaps, since all you can remember is that you spend a lot of time in taverns, that maybe you could have been the soul crystal thing somehow. I don't know. Gods are strange with their magic. Should we check downstairs? Looking back at Fritz, who's walking away.
I don't think we had any more downstairs.
Oh yeah, you're on the top floor.
Ah,
You were standing by the stairs at the end of the hallway.
I thought when you said we're in the basement in the cellar, we're at the bottom when we got to the end of the rooms.
Then we got to the top on the second floor of some hotel.
The cellar door opened up into the second floor of a hotel. Again, magic.
Okay, now I'm connecting the dots.
How long does your detecting last?
It says concentration up to 10 minutes. So if we would like to explore another floor, we might be able to find something else there.
Yulby's already going down the stairs.
Let's move. Let's move quickly so we don't run out of time before you run out of magic. Just gonna start down the stairs.
I'll follow along.
Right. So as you all walk down this first flight of stairs, it turns and doubles back to the direction. And before you is a landing. It's got a rail that overlooks down into a dining area, bar area. And on the other side, there is a row of doors. And the magic vision, as you walk towards this, there's magic up ahead on this floor in one of the rooms. You can't tell which one from where you're standing. And there's a bunch of little lights flickering on the floor below, which you
I'm
can't
gonna
tell what they are.
audibly gasp. Just a I remember something.
Are you?
I've been to this hotel before. I was looking for someone. I had a piece of paper. It had their name and information. I was hunting for them in this hotel.
Hunting?
I'm
You were
not
hunting
like
someone.
an animal, but like looking for them, like a bounty for someone.
Have you checked your pockets?
You?
No.
Check your pockets. Roll an investigation.
I'm gonna whisper to Callie and be like, well, and I thought I was a little deft.
Is what number is that? Oh my god. No,
Callie's just gonna
I
kind of like
say
smirk a little.
7.
7. You find a crumpled up piece of paper that is too faded to read.
I show it to everybody else. There was this, but there's nothing I can know. Nothing on it now.
That's
I
perfectly
try.
helpful.
I don't know if that's much of trying.
Is it bad to want to roll to investigate? Oh man. Well, I don't have anything that can bring old paper back, so.
Just gonna continue down the stairs.
Yep.
Made it down the stairs. You are on the landing. You've got at least one room on this landing that has something magical in it that Triplin, if he tells you about, is there. And then, of course, you have a staircase on the far side that goes down into the bar area.
There is a strange aura from that one room down the hall there.
To that room.
Thank you. Gonna head off that way. The two girls skip down the hallway. No, I'm just kidding. Callie's not skipping, but
I don't think I'll ever see Callie skip anywhere.
I don't think so either. No.
Turn to Zug. Are they always like this?
Pretty much.
I'm gonna put my ear to the door and knock on it.
You hear a knockback.
You should probably be glad I'm not the other one, because he's not as friendly.
Like a knockback, like I knocked and then there was another knock, or was it my knock?
It's an exact same knock that you just made coming from the other
Like
side of the
an
door.
echo or somebody knocking back?
Yeah. No. It's like someone knocked back the exact same way.
I'm gonna do shave and a haircut.
And they end it. 2 pence.
Do you need help out the room too? Are you trapped?
You hear nothing.
May I open the door?
You may. And it opens relatively easily. Before you is a less elaborate room than the ones upstairs. It's a little bit smaller, but it does have a wash basin in it. And that's the only difference.
Ooh, this guy's fancy. He was allowed to bathe.
Suddenly envious of it. I haven't had a bath in I don't know how long. Do I smell?
We've noticed.
Gross. Do we see anybody in this room?
No. As you stand in the doorway, I need whoever is standing in the doorway to give me Constitution saves.
Yeah, sure. You get a +5 if you're right
Sure,
next
why
to
not?
I'm gonna have stuck my
I
head
am
in
right
just
next
because
to
I'm the
you.
one that can see magic to that.
You see a slightly green aura in the room.
In what? I'm sorry. Oh, okay.
In the room.
I still need.
Fritz is standing away from that room. He's like, they got it. I'm good. I was waiting.
That's a 12.
12.
That's a 29.
29.
Plus.
So Callie gets this like weird cold chill when she looks in the room. And Yulby feels kind of sick to her
And
stomach.
it's +5 if we're next to Yulby. Okay, 6.
Yep.
6.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh wait, I've got.
Wait, you don't have any adds to your con?
7.
7.
Ooh, there you go.
And Triplin, gets a pretty massive headache
Ow.
and a flash of something in his head. More faces, more scenery. Something happened. You're not sure what it feels.
Any of it
violent.
familiar?
Yes, it feels familiar, but it feels violent. Like something happened, some action happened, something violent
In
happened.
the room or in the memory? Like, okay.
In the memory.
And the memory is in the woods? You said no.
No. So the memory that you have, that you got this time, was a flash. It's a bunch of faces.
Oh,
Like activity in
okay.
the bar. Yeah.
Dude.
Seeing as both my companions don't seem to be super fond of this room, I'm gonna volunteer myself to be the one to walk in and kind of poke around a little.
Yeah, you poke around, and you still have this really weird cold chill over your shoulder the entire time you're kind of poking around. And give me an investigation as you look around this room. What was that?
13.
13. So as you're poking around, you're going through. You check the mattress like normal. You check the side table. As you come to the wash basin, you see something shiny in the bottom of it. And you pick it up, and it is this. Go ahead.
I would like to use my mage hand to pick it up,
It's
please.
fine. Your mage hand picks it up, and it is this little tiny, probably the size of a small-handed person, maybe either one of the smaller races of people or a very young woman. A ring. It's just a plain, basic, very shiny silver ring.
All right.
Is that the object that was glowing? Like that had the aura?
If you look at it, yes.
I will say that just for flavor's sake, Callie's mage hand is invisible because I got it from a feat. So it just kind of looks like she looked in this basin and then this ring floated up out of it in front of her face. So, just throwing that out there.
This thing almost looks like a wedding band. It's just a plain, basic silver wedding band.
It's magical, beware.
Gonna look at it a moment. Could you... There isn't a way for you to tell what kind of magic it is.
That is part
there?
of detect magic, so DM.
It's green. So typically green is associated with necromantic.
It's necromancy, from what I can tell.
Well, it typically signals something terrible from the stories I've heard, but not always. Should we take it with us for now, or looking over at Yulby?
Probably. At least I can get it fixed at a temple or something.
I would like to try to touch the ring to see if it, like, helps me get a memory or something, an insight. Yeah.
You're going to try to touch the ring? You go to touch the ring. First, someone needs
Kelly
you.
looks at you like you're an idiot.
First, one needs you to make a con
Boy,
save.
has it gone so good for me tonight. Am I close enough to Yulby to get a bonus still?
I believe you have to be within 10 feet of her, so you should still be in 10.
Yeah, the room's not
that is a whopping 12. I'm going to change dice.
12. Well, you pass the save. Barely. But you get another vision. And this time, It's the vision of what was happening in the bar is a bit clearer, and it's almost as if there was a party going on in this tavern when you came in. And then someone got thrown out off of the balcony here. Looks like they came from this room. And a massive fight started. And it went from a basic bar fight to bloody very fast.
Was I taking
That's
part
true.
in it, or like just watching it?
As far as you can tell, you were not taking part
Okay.
yet. You hadn't been involved yet.
Do I see the ring in the vision?
The ring was on the hand of the person who shoved the other person
Okay.
off of the balcony.
I've had another vision, and I tell them what I've seen about the person shoving someone off the balcony and them being the one wearing the ring.
All right. I'm not sure how that helps us.
I
but-
didn't do it though. I just saw it happen.
Oh, I didn't assume you did, but
Well, your fingers look too fat
Now-
for that little ring right there.
well, often magic rings and items can resize a bit to fit the wearer, so I wouldn't be too quick to judge about that. This only tells us who the last person who wore it was like. Was that person small?
Very slender hands, like that of an elf or a woman. That's what you get from the vision.
And I relay that.
The ring is going to float to tuck itself into a pouch in Kelly's bag.
Your cold chill goes away.
She's not afraid of necrotic magic. She has some necrotic magic. It gets a bad rap, but like if you control it, it's not that bad.
Surprisingly helpful.
Okay. Do you see? Are we out of time, or did you see
think
any other
that-
magic? Thank you so much for your help with this.
I think that was it.
Very
Is
useful.
that the only glowing thing text?
On this floor, you did see some glowing sparkles on the bar floor.
There was nothing else up here. I think we need to head down to the bottom level to the bar.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
saw something sparkling down there.
Well, this is definitely the most convoluted emergency exit I've ever seen.
Seems like a major.
I believe the emergency exit just takes him to this hotel. I don't. Or perhaps it takes him to a random hotel that happens to be safe at the moment. I don't think. I think the exit was walking through that
I
door
don't happen
and
to
into
remember the
this
name
place.
of the hotel and all this by chance. Okay.
Not yet.
Going downstairs, stomping my big old booted feet.
Yep. You make it down to the bar floor, and you didn't get much of this view from upstairs, but down here it's trashed, and it's dust and cobwebs and it's all kinds of. It looks like there was something massively bad happened here, and then it was just completely abandoned. And the one thing you do notice that looks out of place is a track of footprints that have been walked over multiple times, heading across to behind the counter.
Hey, out of curiosity, is the layout of this bar space at all similar to the layout of the tavern?
No.
Okay.
That's a good thing to try to guess that, but it's not.
I mean, nobody else is doing it. Yuli's just gonna follow these footprints because there's nothing else better to do, and nobody's stopping her.
As you follow the footprints, give me a perception check. When you're looking at the ground, following the footprints.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Alright. So as you're following these footprints, in the soot and the dust and the cobwebs, you see a couple of things that look relatively shiny, like metal. And one of them is a gold cufflink that has a depiction of Leviathan symbol, the dragon, that Leviathan symbol is, and the other is a arrow tip.
Are both of those glowing?
You don't know anymore because your time is up on that. However, you can surmise that they were. You can infer, I guess.
Gonna pick up the weird objects. So I have a question about the footprints because I can see there's a track of them. Is it like a track of blood of footprints, or is it like I got dirty boots on footprints? Or like the rest of the place
like-
is dusty and these are clear footprints.
That. These are clean footprints, like a clean track through the dust.
What size are they?
There's so many different sizes that it almost makes a trail.
So everybody went out this way.
Multiple people.
Can I poke around in the rubble in general just to see if there's anything else to be found here?
Yeah, give me an investigation. Or this time, a perception if you want, just in case you don't want to actually touch anything.
Oh yeah, no, we're not actually touching anything. If I have to move something, it's with the mage hand.
Yeah. You're looking around.
Heck, that noise. 17.
17. So you find a couple more bits of odds and ends. None of it's metal or anything, and none of it looks like of any significance. Like there's some, looks like a broken handle of a knife that's wooden. There's a couple of old spoons. You find a cracked bowl. This is odds and ends. There's a broken beer mug.
You'll be picked up. You'll be
Typical
picked
stuff
up
you
the
find in the
cufflink
room.
and the arrow tip, right?
Yeah.
I'd like
Correct.
to go over to Yulby and like touch him and see if they'll get a vision like I did with the rings. Ring. Sorry. Yeah.
The ring. Okay. And I'm assuming Gilby's touching these with their bare hands.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
I'll ask
So,
for permission first.
First
Do
of
you
all,
mind?
I need.
like if I
Not at all.
okay, and I'll just kind of put my hand on top of the items.
All right. So Triplin, give me a Constitution save.
All right. I'll
Nothing
give
happens to
different
you.
Dice. All right. Constitution.
You still get +5.
That is a
Get a
22. Yes, definitely using that one.
22. You get this little cold chill, like something bad there, but you get another vision. And you'll be, because you are also touching these items when he touches them, you get this vision too.
Oh, weird.
Osmosis.
Yeah, and it looks like you're off in like third person, like you're overlooking everything.
Mm.
Whereas this looks like first person to Triplin. Like it's happening. This fight is raging. There's people dying. Someone comes at Triplin with a knife and he stabs him with the tip of a arrow. Kills him. He looks down. The vision shows Triplin look down at the paper and look up and see someone who looks similar to the paper run off and then behind the bar and down a set of stairs.
Did I hear that right? Triplin died via arrowhead?
No.
Okay.
Triplin killed someone via
Okay.
arrow. Which kind of looks like the arrowhead you picked up. And that person happened to drop that cufflink.
And the person ran off up the stairs.
And you look down at the paper, and the person who you were looking for is back behind fighting with someone and runs off behind the bar down the stairs.
Okay.
Or down out of sight. You don't necessarily know there's a set of stairs over there, technically.
The person I was looking for was here, and they ran away. Did you see that, Yulby?
Yeah, that was weird.
I'm gonna follow over in the direction that the person ran, or is it a human person? I don't know. Okay.
You can't tell what the person. You can't. There's no like distinct features. It just looks similar to the picture.
Hey, did you two find anything else before we go down that way? She points.
Nothing useful. Remind me again why following this trail is not getting distracted? I thought we were supposed to be searching for a magic stone, not whoever that person is.
Well,
Is there any other door in this room besides exit and maybe kitchen?
Right. So, the doors in this room, you have a staircase. Of course, the staircase that goes up. The front door looks like it's been boarded up. Hasn't been moved in only the gods know how long. And there is a couple of other small doors. One of which has a little placard that's kind of like just barely hanging on that says WC. But other than that, you have the doorway that goes to the kitchen, which is behind the bar counter, and whatever doors you can see on the landing up above.
Well, we got those doors to check out, and then we can go down, and then maybe that's where we'll find the weird magic ball.
well, I think it's kind of bold of us to assume that the magic stone we're looking for will be an actual stone and in an obvious place. So probably knowing our rotund dragonborn fellow would probably have some sort of silly game and chase plan in order to actually get said stone. So we probably do need to follow what's going on, but it doesn't hurt to look at the other rooms.
You think he imprisoned a man just to make a puzzle for us to solve to find his
I don't
stone
think
thing?
he imprisoned a man intentionally, but he could have done it intentionally. The only hint I've had, and I've been thinking about it a bit more, he's going to pull out the note about the haunted hotel with the one safe room. This was about the only thing I really found that seemed useful other than what we found to get down here.
Yeah, the note says the emergency battery, the stone is hidden in the haunted hotel, in the one safe room.
So if we haven't found it up there, then I'm betting the safe room would be possibly wherever the thing that was running from this fellow went to hide in.
Now, I was perfectly safe in that room. I may have been trapped, but I was safe, and it wasn't in that room to me.
That's what I'm saying. If it wasn't in there, then that's a safe room. That's probably a different room. And so far, the rest of the rooms appear to be rather. I mean, they appear to be rather dangerous to one's health.
Unless I have other theories, but we'll start there. I guess we'll go that way. Just gotta go off in the direction of behind the bar.
Is there any more liquor behind the
There's
bar?
all the bottles that are back here are broken or empty, or a bunch of broken glasses and busted bowls and spoons. There's an old dirty rag that still, for some reason, is wet.
I'll just pick up a bottle that I recognize as used to being an expensive bottle and just sigh. Such a waste. Put it down and continue.
So when you walk around behind this counter, you have the doorway that you peer into, and that's the kitchen. The kitchen looks completely barren. You appear in there. Nothing of any note whatsoever. There's not even countertops in there. Just a bunch of broken cabinets. And there is a trap door right there next to the doorway to the kitchen.
Would like to open it and peer inside.
And you open it, and I mean, it's a stereotypical cellar from where you look directly down. It's kind of got a warm, damp air that comes out when you open the door.
Does it smell stinky?
No,
Does anyone
actually, it
have
does
a
not.
torch?
Why would we need a torch?
It's dark?
To the three creatures that have dark vision.
What is darkness?
Yeah, Kelly will blink and then just, oh, right, you can't
Oh, I got this.
see in the dark.
I'll just turn on dancing lights.
Oh, okay.
Get 4 little pink orbs floating around. You'll be.
Magical indeed.
You're not my type. just so that's clear. I remember you talking about that. It just to add that on. Is she gonna jump down?
Oh, jeez. Jump down into the cellar.
You'll have to forgive me. The only other human I spent too much time around was entirely blind, so I kind of forgot about. Anyway, just follow. You'll be down.
Yep.
I want to jump down, Tex. I'm not taking a ladder, just so you know.
That's fine. It's not even 10 foot drop.
I will
so
take a ladder
it's
since I
fine.
can't see.
That is also fine.
I think Fred's just going to kind of chuckle at the interaction before joining them down there in the hole.
You all
Hey,
are down in the
You'll
cellar.
be just gonna prattle along. It's like, I don't know. I think I kind of like my guy as kind of sparkly.
I am definitely not sparkly.
That's why I clarified.
Kelly has a pondering face on it as she's trying to remember if she's ever seen a sparkly race that wasn't Fae.
Some vampires are.
We don't talk about
Oh
those.
God, no! Those don't exist in my canon. I'm sorry.
Maybe it exists in his world. He'll be just look over at the guy. It's weird. It's like, really?
And as you're down in the cellar, I mean, it looks like a stereotypical tavern cellar. There's some bunch of broken casks. There's a couple of big wine barrels that are cracked open. A bunch of really, really old liquor bottles that you cannot tell from looking at them if they have liquor in them or not. And there's a very dim candlelight coming from the far side of the room.
Hey, a weird question. Does there happen to be like a safe in this room, like a money box?
Roll me a perception.
Good idea.
So it's a good thing to hide.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to have it.
That's a 14.
14. So over by the candle, covered in dust and grime, you see a large black box that you could probably surmise is a safe that has the number 1 written on the front of it.
Somebody remind me to punch that dragonborn when we see him again. As she gestures to the safe, it's one safe.
I mean, safe room in a safe is definitely a safe room.
I
think I'm with you. Except I want to kick him.
I don't understand. Why do you want to punch him?
He's a very punchable god.
Why would you punch
when you
a
meet
god?
somebody? You know when you meet somebody that just have a very punchable face, and they're just enough obnoxious that you have to refrain from actually hitting the punchable face.
Yes.
That's basically our barkeep we keep speaking of.
And why?
He's insufferable,
Then
to say the
why do you
least.
do what he tells you to?
Generally, generally the consequence of not doing it is our whole world being destroyed.
And-
so, as usual with gods.
Well,
as
and he
it-
seems
as it
to be
turns
the
out.
only god who actually seems to care if the world ends. So there's that.
Well, Dizzy Jack cares.
Yeah, well, he's not giving us missions, so
Because
As insufferable as he is helpful on occasion. Just
he's helpful, but
because he's
very
gotta
punch-
hide from Leviathan.
He's helpful, but very punchable. Though I don't really care so much about Dizzy. It's the other one that really doesn't like him.
I'm gonna go over to this safe and see if I can figure out how to open it.
There is a little flap that hides a keyhole.
Okay, I'm gonna try both of the keys I currently have.
The little iron key is what opens it.
Cool. I love it when keys actually work like keys. Well then, open the safe.
And inside the safe is a black and purple sparkstone that is adorned with the black scales of a dragon and a silver helmet. It's very fancy looking.
Well, if I were a soul crystal, I say I would be about this fancy, probably. It's gonna, invisible mage hand float out of the safe. Is there anything else in this safe?
No, that's it. Nothing in there.
There's a silver helmet on the stone.
Yeah, it's like it's part of the stone.
I'll approach the stone.
Why doesn't my stone have a little hat? Yobi's gonna take out her little yellow orb and just kind of be like, "This is unfair."
I would guess it's because we don't have the magic to make them ourselves, so maybe he made it himself and that's why he has it.
Is
I'm gonna have to make a little
Is
hat
there a
for
piece
this.
of paper on the floor anywhere?
Alright, so as this stone is pulled out of the safe, even though it's being held by mage hands, a flash of energy pulses through the room. And all of you see this scene play out in front of you. A man who looks like Triplin approaches a hooded figure. This hooded figure is very short in stature. And it pulls the hood off the hooded figure, revealing a very uniquely colored goblin. And you all hear Triplin say, "I finally found you. The bounty on your head, Dizzle, is higher than any bounty I have ever seen." Dizzle, this little goblin turns around and immediately attacks Triplin to try to get away, and a fight ensues, and both die.
both die?
Both die.
Well, that answers some questions. I
Does it?
may have lied a little earlier when you asked if I was magic. May have glowed a little green like the ring.
Huh.
So I just want to say, the recognition of all this, Fritz has his hand on the amulet he wears.
Fritz has the hand on
like
the
he's,
amulet.
Kind of like the face is showing like a conflict internally. Yes.
Conflict? Ooh.
I mean, Sig stands on undead.
As
I wonder then if you just have lingering necrotic magic after being brought back, or if you're still.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Well, maybe you're a ghost with unfinished business.
I don't know. I had no idea. I mean,
I'm a poke him.
your hand goes through him.
Curious.
And as you all look in the dim light at Triplin, starting at his feet, he begins to fade into this eerie green light. And slowly fade and fade. And in this final moments, Triplin has a chance to say what it is he wants to say. You will have recovered your memories. You remember what happened. The ring belonged to your partner. It allows you to stop a killing blow once after it has been attuned. The cufflink belonged to a bandit, and it allowed him a +1 on his attack rolls. Or technically, it allowed him better attacking, advantage on attacks. And the arrow tip is a cursed arrow tip, which paralyzes anyone it stabs. And you have regained all of your memories, and anything you might want to add to the story or anything like that, now is your chance.
Well, I guess now that my story is complete, I have nothing more to add. I like your hat, and then fade away.
Fades away, and
I know he said you weren't his type, but he did compliment you twice.
I know I can't seem to shake it.
I would like to pull out a little slip of paper, and I'm gonna write a snarky little note for the Dragonborn to find the next time he gets to this safe.
Oh, I have a thing too for the safe.
Oh, I'm gonna put one of the bottles of wine in the safe. Just one of them.
So as you all look inside the safe to do your things, you see etched in one of the shelves a bunch of ha 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 one, and then the word safe, and then the next word classic, and that's it.
He spent time etching this in just to laugh at us? He gets more punchable by the hour.
Oh no, I got a better idea.
Oh.
Hey Zug, you remember that stinky bottle?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I need one of the bottles upstairs. Or in here, I don't care. I'm gonna take it. No, never mind. I'm gonna just put one of the elderberry wines into the other bottle to make it a full bottle, right?
Yeah.
I offer the elderberry bottle to Zug. Or Fritz. They put the stinky thing in there, and then we put this in there.
Well, I was thinking I would use this. He holds up the spring from earlier with that stinky bottle and make it so it comes out of the safe for the next person that opens it.
Oh. But we should put it in the elderberry thing so he doesn't suspect that it's gonna be a stinky one.
I don't think we want to open this bottle. It's pretty bad. Just from what I even smelled through the cork.
Yeah.
They got stuff upstairs for the bar. We just use one of those little funnel things.
So he'll
Hold her nose for a second.
He'll offer the bottle to sniff.
Yeah, I could do this.
It smells the worst thing, and this is through the cork. It smells like the worst thing ever.
Or we just too quick.
I almost said, who's sniff?
Do it.
He said he offered the bottle to sniff. Anyway.
Right through the cork? He's gonna open the safe
Yeah,
and
you
it's
can-
gonna stink.
Yeah, but if you set it on the safe and he kind of just like with his hands kind of shows where he would put it. If you set it like right here with the spring, when the door opens, that spring will spread out and allow the bottle to drop onto the floor. You won't even know it's there when it drops and just breaks open.
Okay.
So you jerry-rig the safe.
I'm gonna write a secondary note that will go in the spot on the shelf directly underneath the bottle, like it's hidden by the bottle,
Uh-huh.
and it's just gonna say "you stink."
Yeah, and you do that. And the close the
Very
safe
carefully.
very carefully. It's now set up booby trapped. You make your way back to the door to leave. You now have the battery.
Well, that was.
And as
a
you walk
wonderful
through,
jaunt.
oh, as you walk through this hotel, it no longer seems like, I don't know, imposing or ominous feeling like a haunted hotel would. Now it just seems empty. And you make your way up to the door and back into the study of the tower.
Oh, I have a weird observation that I kind of noticed while we're in here. Do you think the gatekeeper really hates ghosts?
Why would he hire one?
Well, he basically hired one and locked him in a room, and then hired one in the tavern to work the tavern when he's not there. I think he has a thing against ghosts.
Even still, if you look at Leaf, he isn't a ghost when the tavern's magic is
Yeah.
gone. So, would that mean that the gatekeeper turned him into
Or
one?
was he punished by the gatekeeper?
I don't know. He just becomes even more just much worse every time we learn more about it.
I think that's the problem about getting to know this particular god. They're pretty okay until you
that's
get
the
to know them
problem.
better. That's what it feels like. At least this one.
I think it's sort of the problem in general with gods. No offense, Gilby. It's just a lot of them seem to not care too much about their impact on the lives of those of us who are not gods.
Well, you could also say that about other people too once you get to know them. Some people are downright jerks.
You know, that's
Yeah.
fair.
And apparently that ghost fella said dragons were bad too. So I guess if you get to know those dragons, they'll probably eat you.
I'd like to see them try.
Well, apparently if you're a big old dragon, it'd be hard to eat you because wouldn't you be big? Or are you one of those small ones that are like this big and she'll like do the pseudo dragon size?
She just glares. No, I am not tiny. I was the guardian of a whole forest. Why would I be that small?
To sneak through the forest so nobody finds you, obviously. Then you blend in with the leaves and stuff. If you're giant in the forest, then
No.
everybody's going to find you.
That's the point. If everybody knows that there's a giant dragon in this forest, they're not going to mess with it.
I don't know. You get enough people, they'll come mess with a dragon.
Well, it's a poor choice.
But it's still a choice that people
Not
make
me-
sometimes.
That's
Just
valid.
saying.
Well, and then I made them realize it was a poor choice.
Also, if you're really big, that would make it hard to like land around people in the forest without damaging the forest.
Yeah, how do you land in the forest? Because sometimes the trees are real smushed together.
I can alter my form and my size when I'm not trapped in this form.
I will say this. Callie also made Den, Roost, I don't know what the dragon thing would be called, I guess.
Nest?
Nest.
Of sorts?
In an old Sky Temple ruin on the island.
Well, yes, but they don't know that. But just, if I really needed to, I could alter my size. But there were plenty of places for me to be if I wanted to be myself.
There's just less places.
So I think what the gist of it is you're both right. Could be very big dragon, could be very small dragon. As needed.
My true form is large, though. That's the important part.
And they say we have enough fighting about our sizes.
Yeah.
And as the three of you walk back into the study, the door to the hotel closes behind you, and that is where we will stop for the night.
Oh boy.
Logistics on dragon size.
Probably fade out on Kelly attempting to explain to these two that, like, the size a dragon isn't just like their height. Like, it's an indication of their strength, and to call a dragon small is very insulting. And like, she just, this is fading out this ramble as we're fading.
I-
Oh,
out.
Yobi would argue right back that size doesn't matter. She could take on anything. It doesn't matter if they're a bajillion times bigger than her or smaller than her. She could do it.
And
And she's small for a drow, just so you know.
and Fritz would be
Well, size doesn't matter for drow. Size matters a
Fritz
lot
would
for
be
dragons.
anytime he can playing devil's advocate to both arguments.
Beautiful. I love it.
Yeah. All right. There's the conclusion of the haunted hotel.
So does our guest
So-
plug in one more time?
One last time.
Well,
Mr. Guest.
again, thank y'all for even just having me on the show. I appreciate it. It's a great honor. I'm, if you're enjoying this, just keep on. These folks do a great job with this show. I love it. It's one of my favorite things, and I look forward to it every week. And getting to chat and have fun with them all during the week on the Discord and everything. So, yeah. Outside of that, I really don't have anything else to add, y'all.
Maybe we'll guest our second number one fan.
There you go.
That works.
No, we just say that every time we have a guest, they're the number one fan.
Y'all didn't say that about
Exactly.
Jake.
Well, that's because Jake's a Twitch streamer and he gets special privileges.
Yeah.
True. True.
Well, he's also a friend, so he gets friend privileges too.
Yeah.
As one do.
All right.
On that note,
Do the things.
make sure to rate and review the episode if your podcatcher of your choosing allows you to review. As always, rate us. 1 friend is bad, 5 friends is great. To go on the earlier note there. Let us know what you think, what's going good, what you don't like, what you want us to do more of, what you want us to do less of. We might listen to that one, we might not, but definitely let us know what you think.
Yeah, and some podcatchers, we've learned, don't let you review it right on the podcatcher, which is, like, they don't let you spell out any review. You just have to, like, only get to give stars or whatever. So what we're saying is, if you're like, man, I really want to tell them these things, but I can't type it into this podcast, just hop in on Discord and tell us there. We want to know. And then you can also talk to us about a bunch of other stuff,
Yeah.
too.
Or you could also, like, hit up our socials and do the exact same thing. I wouldn't mind, like, you putting a review under every single one of our posts that we put out. Because at least that, like, gets some attention, right? So just comment on everything with your review. That's fine.
Well,
It would be Fate's Rest on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
I do think, though, while we're on the review note, I think we should call back a really old review from Ograd in our Discord.
That was a while ago.
The 4 out of 5 stars that Ograd gave us. Because he says he would have rated us 5 out of 5, but as a former fire marshal, he could not accept that there was only one exit in or out of the cave with the kaiju battle episode. And apparently this hotel as well.
Yeah.
Makes it very unsafe. The DM should not make a situation unsafe for his players. So that's why we lost a star.
Man, you need to give us at least a second exit text. Then we might get that star back.
That's what windows are for.
And in the words of city planning, no cul-de-sacking.
But a roundabout is okay.
God.
Alright. And lastly, as always, I leave you with the topic of the week. And this one's a little bit harder to think about because we were actually playing and having fun and doing the things, and I was distracted.
Are we not having fun any other time?
Oh, we're always having fun, but this time...
I'm pretty sure he just said that he never has fun with us.
That's what I heard.
This time I was completely off script, and I had to actually pay attention to what I was doing most of the time.
So what you're saying is you don't usually pay attention to us.
And you're on script.
But this time, I wanted to... this time, the topic of the week is the haunted places your parties run into in your games. Because everybody has one. At least one. Regardless of whether you like the spooky stuff or not, your party always runs into at least one haunted place.
Hey, Neko.
Yeah?
I need a haunted place.
I already gave you a haunted
That
place.
doesn't count. I'm talking about like a haunted mansion vibe, not a haunted forest vibe.
It wasn't a haunted forest, the other one, where it was a haunted labyrinth.
That doesn't count either.
I don't know. I think my bunker with the haunting holograms is pretty sweet.
Also, like the whole country province that was completely haunted.
That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, I'll build a haunted mansion. Just give me a minute.
And as always, we love you.
Love you.
We love you.
Bye.
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 Bye.